In a world where we're developing AI and things are moving at a breakneck pace, faster than ever before, how do we as the American people, how do we as people of the earth, the ones that aren't in power, the people that aren't in the government, that aren't part of the White House staff, that aren't part of the Illuminati, that aren't part of the shadow elite, that aren't the CIA or any of the secret organizations pulling the strings. Look, at this point in human history, we know that humans have been fooled, that the American public has been fooled, whether or not it's Guantanamo or the Tuskegee experiments or any number of events that have been perpetrated by our government in secrecy, and the American public has been lied to. As we move forward into time, into the future, it's apparent that the 1% controls more and more. And this shift into AI is only going to exacerbate that. So what I'm wondering is, and what I was thinking about today, is how in the fuck do we, as the American public, the ones not in power, make sure that we're not pushed even further and further into a place where we have absolutely no power, where we're just consistently being lied to? And I don't really know the answer to that. I know something that I've always thought about ever since he was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Cat Williams, saying all truth will come out in 2026. I myself personally am a spiritual person. I believe in God, and I believe that the downloads that you receive as a human are holy. I believe that when you live your life the right way, the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, sends you information, and all of those things are gifts from God. Certainly not every thought, certainly not the bad thoughts, and that's part of the game, to figure out when is God speaking to you and when is God not speaking to you. So I do trust Cat Williams' sentiment to a degree. I'd like to think that in 2026 and moving forward, we will expose the evil in our society. But just like we've seen with the Epstein list, the elites have still been able to cover it up. And now we have Tulsi Gabbard, one of the people I think has the most integrity, is stepping down as director of intelligence and the CIA. Her husband sadly has bone cancer and she has to go help him. But I wonder, with somebody that has great integrity now moving out of our government, who do we have left? And it might just be all of the people that want to continue lying to us, either because they believe we cannot handle the truth or because they want to remain in power. Whatever their choice is, they're not turning over information and power to the American people, even though they are supposed to be our representatives. I just watched a video earlier that the Cartier family did about Alex Jones. And Alex Jones, just by using his First Amendment right of free speech and predicting different things, has been right so many times, Bohemian Grove, 9/11, about what is happening in our society. Of course, he's gotten it wrong. And when he got it wrong once, while extremely traumatic for some with the Sandy Hook case, he was prosecuted into oblivion. At the time, very few people were making $1 billion, and he was ordered to pay $1.5 billion in damages, which I thought was a crazy number. Now, of course, as billionaires move closer to $1 trillion, it seems like less money, if that's not a ridiculous thing to say. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel and put inside the comments what you think the answer is and where you think society is headed. Sure, we could all go live in a cabin in the middle of the woods somewhere and just forget about it. But at some point, the rest of us are going to have to figure out something. We can't all live in just a complete hedonistic world where we're being killed by our food supply from the noxious, toxic chemicals they're putting in our food, from all the experiments they're doing on us. Shouldn't the government represent the people and consider the people their boss, and the people are the ones that need to know all the information first? I'd love to know your thoughts. With that, I'm signing out. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you mañana. Peace.